Hey guys, Missmaster1 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Mario & Luigi Partners in Time. So, last time, we pretty much started our way through Baby Bowser's Castle. We made a decent way through. We're actually going to finish it up in this video. We found our younger selves, we're now working together as a team of 4, and now we're just trying to get the hell out of here. But first, something I forgot to do at the end of the last video is now we have a little, what is it? We have a little new thing we can look at if we save again, because now if we save... Actually, maybe I've shown this earlier, I don't know. Baby Mario and Baby Luigi are the perfect partners. Now that they've been found, the adventure really begins. What's that time, or where's that time? Oh, maybe I've seen that, like maybe I've showed that already, but in case I haven't, I just did there. It looks like I did from when I was starting to begin to read of what the last save did, but you know, you can never hurts to double check. But yeah, we're gonna do some more excavating through the castle. There isn't too much left. Like, you see where that other blue warp pipe is? That's pretty much the end. But anyway, we can throw the brothers up to, like the younger brothers up to, you know, upper ledges, and by doing that, we can throw them up to the switch here. And by having them hit the switch, it builds the path across to get to the next room. So again, more tutorial stuff, just to give us an idea of, like, you know, what we're going to be doing in the future. They're going to get more and more complex as we get through later areas, but again, those are for later times. Now this room can be a little interesting. Well, I mean, the last room is the most interesting, but what we have here is another switch we can hit by sending the babies and the bros in their paths. That's the thing you'll be seeing a lot, is where we separate the adults from the babies a lot. But anyway, when we go across this bridge, look at this. Mario, Luigi. Yes, Stuffwell? If I may, there appears to be an unfamiliar block up there. Are you aware of how to hit and activate that block? And I'm gonna be kind of a smartass. I'm gonna say yes. You really know how? Of course. So I don't have to show you. Yup. And I like how it's just like, yup, just get on with it. Then back to adventure. Basically, he'll do a little tutorial of how you do this, but the way this works, you want to place the two bros underneath the blocks. If you hit, you see like this one right here, you can't hit because it's like fading and stuff like that. If you hit Luigi's block, it goes over to that block, but it resets immediately. So what you have to do is hit that, and then right away hit the one that, like, you know, it kind of goes in like a little bit of a line from left to right, so that's how it works. And by doing that, we solve more puzzles, like, you know, getting a one-up mushroom now. But it raises these platforms up, and we can jump across to the later parts right here. And hitting switches like this, with the Baby Brothers this time, it'll build another bridge, so that the... well, it won't build another bridge, but it'll lower that platform so we can actually make it across there. And I think I'm going to take care of this Goomba real quick. Oh, wow, I just completely failed right there. What I was trying to do is actually, like, you know, kill the Goomba and get a preemptive strike on him, because that way I can start getting, like, a lot of coins from that little, you know, whatever it is right there. So hopefully it's gonna count that I just hit it for the first time and I can just keep hitting it over and over again, because I'd rather not lose all those coins that I just started collecting. Let's see. Okay, and of course, no, I only got like the minimum you could possibly get from that, which is like 20. That kind of sucks, but you know what you're gonna do about it. Let's just keep going, and let's see. Going all the way to the end as the Baby Brothers, we hit another sort of, like, you know, some switches like this. Oh, I failed. Wow. Well, if you hit that, it builds yet another bridge, and that gets us to the end of the room. So what we're going to do is have the babies going all the way back this way. It's kind of like the opposite path, and meet up with the adult bros again. So yay. Now, I believe we have to fight that enemy. Oh, there's like a thing right there. You know what? Let's get rid of this boom guy real quick, just so he's not a, you know, a pain at all. Oh, there's 3 of them? God damn it. Well, I still firmly believe that jumping is the best alternative, because honestly, doing it with the green shells, it's not a bad idea, but at the same time, you're pretty much losing a shell against one enemy, and I'd rather not have that. Oh, and he delays his attack, so I get hit by that. That sucks. I need to pay more attention to that. Oh, God, I fell for it again. I hate it when they delay their attacks, because you really can't tell. And I forgot to hit with Mario. That's great. You can't really tell when they're going to delay, and that's the thing I don't like about some enemies, that it's kind of hard to predict, like, what they're going to do, essentially, since they have random patterns sometimes with their attacks. But, you know, you deal with it. And, like, see, that time I was expecting a delay and it didn't happen, so it's like, you know. Actually, I think if I'm realizing something, if they're, like, up close to you, like, I may need to check that again, but if they're, like, up close to you, they will, not delay their attack, but if they're farther away from you, they will. Like, let's try, like, let's look at this. Or it could get his... cannon removed. Yeah, sometimes, like, once their cannon's off, they'll try to, like, call for another one. But if it fails, they're pretty much just, like, sitting ducks, and you can, like, finish them off. So that's pretty nice to do. And I really want to hit that block because I'm curious as to what's in it. We're probably going to have to fight another enemy, where I have to probably fight this boom guy. Ooh, I'm glad oh, just 20 coins. What a ripoff. And, oh, we're fighting the Boo, apparently. I'm not gonna cut out the fights because honestly, this doesn't have a lot of stuff to it this episode. Because honestly, after we finish the few fights that are left in this room, there's like pretty much no battling, and it's a lot cutscene and stuff for the rest of the video. So I'll leave the battles in so we have some action. I know people probably want to see the bros attacks be done more just because they want like a little bit of an understanding. Because I have had some people have a few questions for me about this game. And see right there, I just remembered like, since he was far away slightly, he would delay his attack, if you notice that. Which I'm starting to get the pattern again, but I probably need to practice up on a few more things. I mean, I did do a test run of this game before because I know exactly like what's going to be coming up in the future and stuff like that. And oh my god, wait till you guys see some of the later boss fights. We haven't even done a real boss fight yet, so in case you've been wondering, this game's still in easy mode. But it will get very hard. I know I said this game isn't very hard, but there are a few parts in it that are, so... Kinda lied, but I kinda didn't. I mean, if you stay leveled, obviously it's not that big of a deal. Especially if you over-level them, this game's like piss easy. Are we gonna get by that thing that was coming to... That was not really fair. Whatever. This will be the last fight that we'll have this video, and we can finally get on with what we're supposed to be doing. I suppose it's good though, because we got some extra experience, which I kinda missed out on by skipping the enemies last episode. And we're also getting some more coins, which we will need for a little bit. Like, in a little bit with what's gonna be coming up soon. It's not a huge big deal, but I mean, every coin counts, especially because after you've done certain events in this game, there's a certain place that kind of unlocks more stuff, so to speak, and we reached level 5 Mario, that's pretty good. We're gonna go for, wow, all of his stats are 20, except fucking Pow. Let's try for his defense again. Okay, gonna go for the 3, and we got a 1. Figures, yeah, I'm not that good with timing, I've come to the conclusion with that, but you know, again, we still get a, like, just the fact that we get an extra stat boost on that period is, like, really nice. So, now that we've done all the fighting that we're gonna have for this video, let's actually carry on. In this next room, we kind of have a little bit of a puzzle, and we still have those X's in the ground that we can't do anything about. Nice bit of money there. We're at over 500 coins, pretty good. That's about the pace you want to be at. Not really the pace, but, like, the amount you want to be at by the time you're, like, at this point in the castle. Now, we throw the babies up here, and we go through, like, this little part in the wall, and you'll notice it's completely black, and if we try to jump, it turns out there's spikes on the floors, so we can't really, like, sequence break this part. We have to do it normally, and the way this works is if, depending on, like, which brother it is, like, just for example, if you hit with Luigi when it's Mario, it sends, like, this little thing right here, and it kind of resets the bros to the beginning. And that's how that works. So basically you have to hit with the right brother, and then what it does, it sends a nice little sun, like, shine sprite block for Mario Sunshine, if you notice there. Hit that with the baby bros, and you can finally see where you're going. So that's how you traverse this little area. And this is going to be kind of a cutscene heavy episode. I mean, we already actually spent a decent amount of time, already like 8 minutes into the episode, and we really haven't done too much. We progressed like what, 2 screens? It's kind of bad, but at the same time, I like to have some, like, you know, content with the video, so it's not too bad. We make our way all the way over here. We've made, and by the way, the point of that is because we had, like, this gate that we couldn't open, so we had to go all the way around. But we see an unusual looking block, and what happens when we hit it? Let's find out. Oh, hello. What is that thing? It's like a triangular prism that looks all blue and stuff. Oh, whoa, what's it doing? Swerving all over the place. What do we got? What do you suppose that is? It appears trashable, but it may also be something incalculable value. This guy uses 2 big words for my liking. I think it best that we take it with us and investigate further. So with that, you got a sparkling shard. And apparently by taking a sparkling shard, it opens 2 doors in front of us and behind us. Now you could bring the brothers back around there, or what you could do is just put the baby, like, bring the babies over the next screen, use the warp pipe, and bring them over here. Still a little bit faster, but you know, it's not a big deal. So now that we've got through there, that's pretty much the last section. Here we have another save album. Let's see if this has changed at all. Do we have something? Yeah, there is. There was a sparkling shard in Bowser's castle. Hurry and use the time hole to head back to the present. And if you actually check, well, I mean, I'm not going to say that, but we're almost there. You see, like, that colorful room compared to the rest of the castle. Anything down here? There's an X, but that's about it. Well, and also see the doors like pink too, so this obviously isn't a normal room compared to what the castle is usually like. Here we have the time hole right over there. Alright, are you... Oh wait, I fucked up. Alright, are you? Jolly good. I want to try to at least talk like it's a sensible conversation. Mario, Luigi, That's a new time hole. Back to adventure. Thank you for saying 2 things and then just going on with it. What are you talking about? Pardon me, you say we should leap into that ridiculous hole? Absolute rubbish. Do you honestly believe that I would place the princess in such reckless endangerment? Come on, it's the time to go back to our own era. I butchered that. And again, I butcher every fucking sentence in this game. This blathering nincomputer... What the fuck is wrong with you, Stuffwell? You don't speak like a normal person. It's just arresting our progress. You scoundrel! How dare you refer to me as such? It's nincompoop. Exactly, like nincomputer. Are you serious, man? And we're just gonna jump in the time hole, and we are gonna go back to Princess Peach's castle, because this is what all the time holes in the past lead to, is back to the present. Back to the future! And... halt! I say, what cheek, you, I dare say, are the true nincompoops. Come back here this instant. And, what a hypocrite, he just jumps right in. And guys, we are going back to the present. So the time hole leads back to Princess Peach's castle, and there we go. Now we are in pretty much this little area. Remember how I said this area would be a little bit important earlier in like the first episode? Well, now you can see that that's where the first time hole of the game leads. And just like that, here we are, back in our own time. Let's hostilify over and see the good professor. If you're unsure where to find him, take a look at the top screen if you follow me. Alright, so now that we have the brothers, we can throw them on the ledges or not. Yeah, we still can't do anything with those blocks up there, but we will have something later in the game to allow us to do such things. But for now, let's just not, worry about it. So, obviously, now that we're back in the present time, we're going to want to go see Egad, and since he's the magical professor of sorts, he'll know exactly what to do. Actually, it's a good idea to hit this health block now. So not waste any healing items. Now we're back at full status. Let's go see Egad to see. I mean, it's been a little while since we talked, but also, now that we have that little crystal shard looking thing, maybe he can help us identify clearly what it is. Hey now, back at last. Stuffwell informed me that you were bringing little fellers back with you to this time. And just look at this now. They're red and green. I'm plumb astounded. But then again, what else would the little feathers be wearing, huh? Still, it sure tickles me to see little bros teamed up with the regular big bros. Professor, I must inform you, the Mushroom Kingdom of the past is in gargantuan trouble. So it's true. These shrew creatures have made off with the princess, eh? We've got to do something. It's the princess, man. Oh, I should have mentioned before. I should have mentioned, Professor. We recovered this at Bowser's castle in the past. Yeah, the little shard. I feel shame that I cannot identify it. I have no similar records in my database. Yowzer! That's a cobalt star shard. The time machine's fuel source. Oh, okay. Why was it in Bowser's castle, and how did it get broken? What the? Let's go over to that shrew. Oh man, he's like angry. Good gravy! The cobalt star shard is driving that monster crazy. And it's making baby Luigi cry. Could it be? Yep, it could. I do believe there's a link between the cobalt star and the shrew marauders. Maybe we can figure out how to defeat these alien jerks if we find more cobalt star shards. Possibly. Mario, you gotta do it. Find the other shards and rescue Princess Peach. Sounds like a plan. Huh? Oh. What's it doing? Oh, hello. Oh, would you look at that? The cobalt star shard returns to Stuffwell, but that shaking was not natural. I'd wager a new time hole just opened in the castle. That cobalt star shard is reacting to the other star shards that are scattered in the past. Mario, Luigi, the youngsters get going. You youngsters get going and find those other cobalt star shards. Oh, and by the way, if you care to check on the cobalt star shards you've collected, just open up Stuffwell there and check his screens. And see, there's kind of like a little... It's basically 1/5 of it because it's like a star. There's like 5 edges to a star typically. This screen should show you how many shards you've collected so far. There's a fair chance this new time will lead you to more shards. Why don't you jump on in and head back to the Mushroom Kingdom of the past? Alright. Oh wait, but before you go, I've got presents for you. They're badges, yep. Items that can power up you fellers, up, rather. Go ahead and press start, so let's look at this. And what we're gonna have to do is go to the badges and... You know, I'm gonna skip through Stuffle's text because he's being more, like, retarded. Just put over the equipment, go to the badges, and we have one badge, which we can use for one brother, and we're gonna put it on Mario. Salvage badge, which gets a very slight chance of collecting items used in battle after battle, which means if you use, like, bros items, like the green shells, sometimes the enemies will drop that as, like, you know, a thing back. And basically Stuffle's gonna say you can put it on with A and stuff like that, and you can de-equip it by, like, go to unequip badge, and yeah. E means that it's equipped on that specific bro. If it's... yeah. That's pretty much all you have to know about that. And, of course, I think I'll go back to the menu after this cutscene and show you something else. Well, I'm going to continue my research of this alien predator. The rest is up to you, boys. Oh, and by the by, the shroom shop on the castle's east side just opened for business. You may want to stock up on items and whatnot before hitting the next time hole. Well, if we go to the bottom, we have Cobalt Star, and this pretty much just shows you, like, we have 1 out of the 5 that are there. I say 1 out of 5 loosely, but I'm not going to go into more detail about it because that may spoil something, but I'm just going to shut up about it. But now that we've come back from the first kind of real area of the game that was still a tutorial, this store is now open. Remember how this Toad was like, come back here later? This is where all the tourists who visit the castle buy their souvenirs, you know? Our #1 seller is the mushroom. Of course, people go nuts for those. Folks eat them raw and say stuff like rich flavor and great texture and gross. They just say gross. Wow. But the important thing here is that there's 2 Toads here, one that sells regular items and one that sells equipment, and we're gonna look at the gear they have. We have ourselves some new upgrades we can get. Here we have some patch slags. We have different outfits depending on you know, the adult or the younger bro. So we're gonna get patch slags, which increase the power of both Mario and Luigi by 10 each. We're going to get 2 of those. This is why you wanted to stock up on some money earlier, because you really want to get these. And starchy jeans for the little bros, which will increase their attacks by 6 each. So again, very worth it to get those. And now we've gotten both of those equipped, and basically red equip, like red E's basically stand for Mario, and adult, like green E's stand for Luigi's equipped. And the adult E's mean adults have it equipped, and the little E's mean little bros have it equipped, if that makes any sense. Now that we've done, I didn't mean to exit out of that, I just wanted to check something real quick. Now that we've done that, we can actually sell our previous gear, stuff like that, and since we no longer need it, since we have better stuff, we get some more money out of that. And for badges, I was thinking of what to do with this, but honestly, none of these badges are really that good, and I think saving our money might be a good idea because there's some other stuff later in the game that's a lot better than what's available right now. So I'll pass on the badges right now because you really don't need them. But we will check out the normal shop because it has normal items for sale, like mushrooms, 1-up mushrooms, refreshing herbs, which heal all status effects and stuff like that, which we will be getting into eventually. So I'll probably buy 2 of them, just to be safe. It also has new bros items here, because we have the green shells, but they also have bro flowers and cannonballers. I'm also wondering if we should buy these, but in the next area, we're actually going to get introduced to both of these, so I think we're going to pass on those as well. So we still have about 200 coins, 207 coins, and basically all I want to get is the new, like, you know, the new pants for the brothers, because now we have a decent amount of attack compared to what we had before, so it's a good thing to stock up on that. And now that we've done all that, I think we're pretty much ready to go to the next area, but of course, all I'm going to do is just go to the next area and then cut the video off there, because we have a decent amount of time covered in this episode, and I don't want it to drag on for too long. Plus, I'd rather go over a new area at the start of the next video, so let's jump in this time hole and go to whatever's beyond it. Fill in! Oh no, we have a little thing right here. I dare say that is her. That child you're holding, sir. She's the princess, is she not? Keep your distance. You're not clear to address her royal highness. In the short time she's been gone, she's grown so small. This is why I was opposed to that infernal time device. It's not the same princess. Well, I mean it is, but someone, anyone. Princess. Villain! It's not the princess from our time period, you silly Toadsworth. I mean the old one. Help someone! Is this castle deserted? No, there's actually quite a few people here. Princess! And they just have arguments between their past and present selves. But anyway, guys, let's go to our next area. And guys, we have landed in Toadwood Forest. This is going to be pretty much the first real area of the game because this is actually the point where enemies can start being like, you know, kind of annoying, and we'll actually have some chances to probably die in some fights later in this area. But anyway, guys, I've been Mr.Master1. Thank you for watching. This has been episode 6 of Let's Play Mario & Luigi Partners in Time. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed. I really appreciate it. Give a comment if you like whatever you want about it, and subscribe for more content coming soon, especially now that I'm for real this time posting content daily, well, hopefully very consistently now. And I will see you guys in episode 7 where we start Toadwood Forest. I was gonna say Dimble Woods, but that's Bowser's Inside Story. So anyway, guys, see you guys in episode 7 for the start of Toadwood Forest. Bye, guys.